One thing I want to talk about is really understanding when you really want to change. You really got to understand that it doesn't just come from a quick motivation. It doesn't just come from you being motivated for a couple of days and then going back to your same old habits. So where most people go wrong, it's like they feel like, I want change so bad, I'm going to do this. They be motivated for a while and then the normal everyday habits kick in. So in order for you to change, first have to become aware of the things that you're thinking about. You have to become aware of the things that you're actually doing on a day-to-day basis. Most people, they just go through life in a form of a habit. They do the same things over and over. They go to the same job, they eat the same foods, they see the same people, they do the same things, they hang out at the same places. If you want to change and you want to get to the next level, you have to focus on becoming aware. When you become aware, you can pick up and notice the things that you're doing on a day-to-day basis. The average person probably doesn't really know that when they get home from work, they take the shower at the same time, they eat the same foods, they watch the same shows on Netflix. They wonder why they can't get different results, even though they have these little motivational spurts where they feel like, oh, well, I had this motivation, I'm going to change this time. It's like that new year, new me thing where people have a reason to be motivated for a short period of time, but then over time their regular habits kick in. In order for you to change, you have to focus on becoming aware. When you become aware, you can make the conscious decision to do things differently. So if you're failing in trading and you keep blowing accounts, you have to be aware that you're over leveraging. You have to be aware that you're not waiting on the candlesticks to close before you take your entries. You have to be aware that you're not using proper risk management. You have to be aware of all of these different things. People fail in trading because they've created bad habits from the jump. And if you create good habits, if you want to change, you have to change those bad habits into ultimately good habits. So it's important that you focus on becoming aware. Start taking notes, start taking journal entries of what you did on a day-to-day basis. Like even things that I talk about with my students is, what did you do to become 1% better? You ask yourself that at the end of the night. It's like, dang, really have to reflect. And if you don't reflect and you don't know what you did to become 1% better, more often than not, your day was probably the same as it was the previous day. It was probably the same as it was yesterday. Most people, they continue to get the same results because they're not aware of the things that they do on a normal day-to-day basis. Now, the second thing that you want to do to focus on actually changing and getting the results that you want is you want to change the way you think. So ask yourself, when you put in situations, are you thinking negatively or are you thinking positively? What is your perspective on certain things? Let's talk about a losing trade. You can have a losing trade and your perspective can be, oh, I suck, I don't know what I'm doing, and get all emotional about it. Or you can look at it from the perspective of, this was a good learning opportunity for me to learn why I lost this trade. This is one of those things where you pick up and understand, okay, I lost this and I'm eager to learn the reason behind it. Majority of the results that you're getting in your everyday life is based off of the way you think and the way that you're talking to yourself. In order for you to have that change, you have to change the way that you're thinking and you have to change the way that you're talking to yourself on a day in and day out basis. When I tell myself I'm wealthy, I'm healthy, I'm successful, I'm a millionaire, I'm a multi-millionaire, I can do anything that I please, I can buy my family whatever they want, I can go in the dealership and buy any car that I feel like. And when I say those things to me, I put myself in a better mood. You have to change the way you're thinking about yourself in order to change and get those results and get to the next level. So the third step to change is for you to change your habits. Like I mentioned before, as humans, we are a creature of habit. You have to change your habits, and the average person has to take around 30 days to change a habit. If you don't spend those 30 days, then you're not going to be able to change habits. You're going to have that motivational spark where you decide, oh, I'm gonna do this for a week, and then you stop. Now things aren't working for you. Or you tried out this trading strategy for a week and then it worked. You got lazy, you got unmotivated and you went back to your normal everyday habits. It's so important that you become aware, change the way you think, and then in turn change your habits. So when you're inside of the market, you're not just looking to make a whole bunch of money, you're looking to take the same trades over and over so you can build those habits, those good habits that then will lead to success. If you focus on the habit building, that will lead you to success inside of the market, and not even just in the market, in life. If you focus on doing good habits, those habits will then reap those benefits. Just like going to the gym. If you go to the gym every single day and you eat healthy, that's a habit that you form. And if you do that so often, now it becomes second nature where you don't even have to think about it. It's just a part of who you are. Your habits are a part of who you are on a day-to-day basis. So it's so important for you guys to understand that your habits create your reality. Now, the last step to having change is to simply do. You know that you have to become aware. You know that you have to change your way of thinking. You know that you have to change your habits. Now, the last and final thing in order to get change is to simply do those things that you're talking about. Do those things that you're thinking about. Do those habits that you're focused on doing. Take the time to actually focus on doing the right things. And then in return, like I said, those things become second nature. You are who you are based off of the things that you do. Not the things that you say you're going to do, but you are a sum total of the things that you do on a day in and day out basis. So last thing that I want you guys to focus on is being the main character in your own life. If you had to design your own character, who would it be? How would they act? How would they think? How would they move? How would they trade? How would they run their business? All of these different things, and design that character. Focus on becoming that character. Be that main character. I know that if I want to be a billionaire, I have to walk, talk, and act like a billionaire. I have to be a new character in my own life. That way I can change who it is that I want to become. Most people, they think low of themselves. They think less of themselves. They look at the next person and say, oh, well, they can do this, I can't. Or they're lucky, they're blessed. But in reality, you're giving viewership, or you're giving the average person more power over you. When you make sure that you're the main character, now in return, you are a better version of yourself. When you know who it is that you want to be, you know how it is that you want to act, and you make that decision that you're going to act like that every single day. In return, you're going to turn into that person. I didn't become who I was by just simply thinking that I wasn't good enough, or simply thinking that I wasn't able to get to the next level. The reason why I became so successful, and I'm still going to become successful, is because I know it is who I want to be, and I know it is who I am currently. When I'm thinking about myself as that main character, I know, okay, I'm going to make 7 figures. I'm going to make 8 figures. I'm going to take care of my family. And I'm going to do whatever that I can to become the man that I want to be. And that's how you have to understand, and you have to move, walk, and talk, and act like that main character. When you think about your life, you have to have the most thought about your life. You can't just go through life and, like I said, look at other people like they're more than you, or look at other people like they deserve it, but you don't. You have to make that decision to say, I'm going to be the main character in my life. You may not be the main character in somebody else's life, which is completely fine. But damn it, you have to be the main character in your own life to make sure that you actually take the initiative and actually do the action steps required to get to that main character that you ultimately want to be. But let me know in the comment section how you guys feel about these videos. Let me know in the comment section what you want to see next, because I have a lot of information I want to give to you guys. This is just the start of my new videos. Like, I just got so much stuff and information and knowledge that I can give to you guys that I want to focus on. And make sure, if you want change, go watch the rest of my videos. Go watch the journey that I had to go through, because everybody in life has their own journey. Everybody in life has their own experience, and that's why we're all so unique, because we have our own experiences. We have our own trials and tribulations, and that's why when you focus on being the main character in your own life and not focusing on anybody else's life, not looking to the left, not looking to the right, but focusing on your life, you can make that change and ultimately become whoever it is that you want to become. Alright guys, so I'm getting Whataburger for the first time. I never even had this, but I just feel like I want to try it because I wanted a burger. And like I said, I ain't never had it before, so I'm about to see what it's hitting on. All of that good stuff. Hopefully it's good. And if it ain't, I never never coming back. Well, let me know if y'all ever go to Whataburger, what y'all get from there. Cause you know, like certain restaurants, sometimes you just gotta get the right stuff in order for it to be good. But I don't know what the right stuff is, so I don't know if it's good or not. So we gonna see. But we are at Whataburger. Yeah, I appreciate it. They walk out and bring me the food. I never had that in the drive-thru before. We about to see what it's hitting on as soon as I get to the crib. It's good too.